Yes, this is it. This is where your summer adventures begin, right here on your brand new Daymak e-bike. Daymak, one of the leading e-bike brands in the market today, and we have it for you on a today's special. Now, you may remember Daymak from last year, and we technically sold out of this bike 3 times in the same day. We had to keep ordering more because you guys were loving it. Well, if you missed that opportunity, or you love your Daymak so much you're ready to get another one, we have an opportunity for you today on a today's special price. But you've got 2 different bikes to choose from. You've got great colors to choose from, so come with me. I want to show you all of your options today. You have 2 options today. Let me show you very quickly here. Take a look at what you're seeing here from Daymak. The one you're seeing right there with the basket on front, that's called the Paris. That is the Paris. You've got kind of larger wheels, 26-inch wheels. It comes with that basket on the front. It has that comfortable seat. It has front suspension. You have a light on front. You have full color LED screen, so you know exactly how far you're going on that charge. Removable battery, so it's easy to charge. Let me show you your other option. Here's what's cool about the other option. It is an easy step-through frame, and it is foldable. Now you want to take it with you. You want to put it in the RV. You want to put it in the SUV. You want to put it in the car. Take it with you anywhere you go. Again, you have your front suspension. You have your light on front, and these tires are going to be different from the Paris. Look how wide. We call these fat boy tires. It's a nice and easy ride, nice and smooth, makes it stable, and even if you go off-road a little bit, you're all good there. There's your front suspension. You've got 7-speed Shimano shifting gears, which are top of the line. Very comfortable seat. And one thing I want to show you with this seat too, you don't normally see the backrest. So it's all about being comfortable on the bike, because on this particular bike, you can go up to 40 miles on this bike. So go further than you've ever gone before. Now, colors real quick before we bring in our special guest. Both options come in the black, the white, the red, or the orange. They are adjustable, they are comfortable, they are powerful, they are fun. This is where your adventure starts. Speaking of adventure starting, our special guest is coming in on his bike now, coming right through. You'll see him here, he comes right down the middle, having a good time. Look how easy this is. He could pedal that like a normal bike. He could pedal and use pedal assist with the battery, or you can do what he's doing right now. No pedaling needed. Our outdoor expert from Daymak and sound effects expert, Justin. Hi, Justin, how are you, man?
Daymak. Wow. I mean, look, what a success it was last year. I think, you know, when you are looking for a new bike, why would you not want to get the best of both worlds like you're getting with Daymak? Daymak's been around for 20 years, specializing in exactly this, electric rideables, just like an electric vehicle, but in a bike form. Not only that, you get everything you want in this bike. And one of the things I do love, because I've had mine for roughly about a year, and I have the Max S, is that it is the step-through. It's super easy to get on. The control that you get and the confidence that you have with having these fat tires. Yeah. You know, you were talking about going off-road. You're not necessarily going off-road when you're riding this, but if you have to get off a sidewalk and go onto the grass, if there just so happens to be some tree root, if they're just so happy, now, you might not be going through necessarily a full kind of, you know, bike path like that, but like just going on the sidewalk where sometimes there's those uneven spots on the sidewalk, you're going to feel even more confident riding. The other thing about it too is we have that front suspension, so it's an even smoother ride. Talking about smoother ride, I'll tell you what, on your behind, having a nice wide seat like this with the backrest, you're going to be cruising. And the reason why you can cruise is because when we say you can go 40 miles, you don't ever have to pedal. That's why I like the idea of best of both worlds. I know I was joking with you. I went for a 35-mile bike ride. I'll tell you what, those last 2 miles on the way back, I was trying to decide, who can I call to come and pick me up? And that was on a bike that was not an e-bike. That was just your regular bike. That was a regular bike. That's the thing that happens during the summertime. The kids say, let's go. Yeah. Let's go ride. And you think, maybe I can make it, maybe I can't. That's a little further than I want to go. You don't have to worry about that anymore. You can pedal and ride it like a normal bike out 20 miles if you want. And on the way back, while the sun is setting, while the kids are taking off, you're just going to use the battery, put it in your pedal assist mode or in your
your electric mode, and you have no worries, and you're gonna ride it back. What we're seeing on your screen right here, though, this is our second option, right?
Yeah, and that's the Paris. And one of the things that we love about the Paris is it's got that nice, just classic look. Now you have the basket on the front, perfect for obviously storing anything in it. Because of course, as you are going on any of these trips, it almost saves you, on a lot of these bikes, you sometimes have to get extra baskets or places to put some of your stuff. Makes it easy, and also just again gives you that nice classic style. With the Paris, it is also that step through. So again, as bikes go, sometimes having to lift your leg over that one bar, being able to step through makes it so much easier.
Right, okay, and also we always say, before you get on your bike, make sure you have a helmet.
Yeah.
And normally when we do these presentations, I show you an option at hsn.com and I say, you know what, it's another $40, $50, but you have to buy a helmet.
Yeah.
Justin, tell us, not only are we getting a helmet, but take a look at this one that you're getting today.
Yeah, as helmets go, sometimes it just seems like, it's a helmet. Obviously, it's supposed to protect my cranium. This one protects you in many ways. Obviously, it's a really nice helmet, but there's also that dial right here on the back. I've bought $60 helmets that have this style. Often when you go shopping now, you want to look for these. This dial means that it's really kind of a universal sizing, so you can actually tighten it down to make it tighter. If you have a bigger head or a smaller head, makes it nicer. But since you see this right here on the back, this is your LED light. As you're riding during the day and or night, you're going to be able to use your helmet for safety in a multitude of different ways. Now, I press it again, gives you a nice flashing LED on the back, but you notice it's an LED on the front and LED on the back, so we really have you covered with just about everything you would want, because again, when you get a bike, the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a light for the front, and you're going to want a light for the back, because you never know. We go for a bike ride, and then it just so happens that we were enjoying ourselves so much that the sun's starting to go down. You want to be seen. You will be seen with this. You do have the headlight on your helmet. You do have a headlight on the bike too, on both of the models as well.
Especially with this kind of power that you have now, you're going to be going further than you went before. You're going to be exploring a little more, and maybe the sun is going to go down a little bit. No matter if it's the front or the back, you are going to be seen. You are going to be able to see where you're going, because you're going to be comfortable. You're going to have the power. It is time to go. I know you've seen all the e-bikes out there, whether it's on the bike path or on the road, whether somebody's using it to commute to work, maybe just going to go meet friends for coffee, maybe hanging out with their kids or their grandkids. You look around, we're all out there riding e-bikes because it gives you the freedom, it gives you the power. And now with Daymak, not only are you getting the option, but you're getting that comfort. You see right there, they folded down the pedal, folded down the handlebars, and there is the magic right there. You're going to be able to put this in the back of your car. Justin, the fact that this folds down and you can take it with you means now I'm not just exploring my neighborhood. Now I'm going to take it to wherever I want to go and explore that area.
Yeah, it is amazing. When you get out, it's amazing the things that you see that you miss when you're in a car as opposed to when you're on a bike. Being able to tandem ride with somebody, as you were saying, be able to ride with somebody who maybe is a little younger than you, and you have that feeling of, am I going to be able to keep up? But to know that you can put it in your car, take it to that destination. We're talking about summer vacations. Now, what a great added thing to have with your for that summer vacation. Before we do, I just wanted to show again, as you were seeing in that little clip, one of the other cool things that you can do is, instead of having to worry about taking the bike inside to recharge it, all I need to do is lift up my seat right here, and this battery is actually removable. I can take that out and then bring it inside and recharge it that way. Remember, 40 miles to one charge. That doesn't include the regular biking that you're going to do as well.
Oh, right.
But we actually have a really cool little setup right here. I want to show this because this is a perfect opportunity to show you exactly what this bike does, all the different features. We talk about this, of course, as being very multiverse when it comes to being able to just be your regular bike, of course. I'm going to hold that down. You'll be able to see that display turn on right here.
Okay.
It's just loading up. That's just kind of the loading screen. And what you'll notice, Ty, is we have it set to the first setting. If I was to go ahead down here and go to the 0 setting, that means when I go ahead and pedal now, that pedal assist is not going to kick in. As soon as you guys can't see it, but there's a plus and minus down here. As I go to that first setting, now as I go ahead and pedal, it engages the speed on that back tire. Again, if I want to go ahead and increase the speed, the more I go ahead and pedal, the faster my pedal assist will be. But if you don't want to pedal at all, now you can come over here to your throttle and now be able to have full control. So now we're at 11 miles per hour top speed. As I go even faster by changing my setting. Now on the third setting, now I'm up to about 16, 17 miles an hour. On the fourth setting, roughly about 22 miles an hour. Fifth speed, roughly about 26. That's with, obviously with no body weight on it. You'll probably get about 20 miles per hour top speed.
Okay.
But 20 miles per hour top speed, you've got the settings right here so you can see it. It's a backlit LCD display, so even during the day, you can still see all of it. It's got that thumb control, so it's really very easy for you to be able to control it. And the other thing I want you to see too is, watch that back tire. I want to go ahead and turn that speed back on because these are disc brakes. If we can show that back tire, I want to show you as soon as I press that brake, you see that tire just stop? You have full disc brakes on the very back, so you don't have to worry about, you know, when it comes to just the full kind of, you know, just the whole build on the bike. Again, you were talking about Shimano. When you're looking at any bike, you want to make sure you have those types of products that are on there.
And those are upgrades that make these bikes more and more expensive, right? When you go out to buy an e-bike, you think like, well, I want that front suspension, but that's another 200 bucks. I want those disc brakes, that's another 200 bucks. I want Shimano, that's another 200 bucks. It goes up and up and up. Today, Daymak for the Today Special is putting all of that in there for you. Now, you have 3 different ways to ride your new Daymak. You can pedal it just like a normal bike. You can use pedal assist, which means you pedal it like a normal bike, but then the battery gives you a little bit of an assist, or you don't need to pedal it at all. You can let the battery just do all the work, and you've got all the features to make it comfortable so you are confident, like a nice cushy seat that has back support on it. You've got nice big fat knobby tires. That way if you go over any cracks or bumps or a little bit off-road, you're just fine, including front suspension to keep the ride nice and smooth. You have a light on the front, reflectors on the back. You have 5 different speeds. You can just start at the first speed, nice and easy, and work your way up. You even have a full color screen to let you know how much power you have left, how far you've gone, and how fast you're going. Now you just choose your style of bike. Let's go take a look at the colors. So now, as you look at the screen here, what you're looking at is the Paris. Now, the Paris comes with that front basket. You're seeing both of the bikes on your screen right now. On kind of the left, the gentleman is on the Max X. That Max S, that's the one you can fold up there, right? That also comes, both of them come with the front light, the rear reflector, with the helmet, with the toolkit, that are great, balanced bike. Now, if you want that basket in the front, if you're going to the market, that one is the Paris. They both come in orange, red, white, or the black, and all of the upgrades that you're looking for, all of the upgrades that it's gonna make it comfortable, like the front suspension, like that light on front, like the full color screen so you know exactly how much battery you have left, how far you've gone, what speed you're going. Speaking of speeds too, you have 5 different speeds, so just start on number 1. Just start very slow. Maybe this is your very first e-bike you've ever been on before. Start at the lowest speed. Start very easy, just pedal, use pedal assist, and as you get more comfortable, you can use more of the power. You can go a little bit further. And I want you to notice, as Justin is taking these turns, how much balance he has, how easy it is. Those real sharp turns you can take. You can only do that because of those fat tires, because of the front suspension, because of the comfort, because of the balance, everything that Daymak is giving you right now. Justin's coming back in. I do want to remind you, get out your HSN card. This is why you have an HSN card, to take an advantage of a Today Special like this here today. Remember, you're also getting the kickstand, so whenever you go somewhere like Justin's about to do here, he pulls up at the coffee shop, he pulls up at the park, he pulls up somewhere with his friends. You don't have to try to find a place. Remember when we used to try to find a place for our bike to lean up against something because we didn't have a kickstand, or we didn't have to spend the extra money to buy the kickstand. You have to lean it up against a tree. Now you can stand it up just like that and just take your adventure wherever you want to go. I mean, what Daymak has done, they've really taken all of those features that make it easy to ride, that give you confidence, that makes it comfortable, and they've put it in both of these bikes.
Yeah, exactly. Comfort, all the specs that you're looking for, you know, 500-watt bike, so the motor's there, exactly what you're looking for. That's what makes it that Class 2 bike, which is really that sweet spot for a lot of you. The going 20 miles per hour on your bike, that's enough speed. And knowing that you're in full control, as you were saying, you know, having those speed settings, you don't have to feel like when I hop on there, it's just gonna take off.
Right.
You're in full control in a multitude of different ways with the throttle, knowing that I also have the different settings, so it only will go to a top speed of 5 miles per hour. The other thing is, when you want to use it as a bike,
yes,
of course you do have your pedals and you still have a 7-speed bike. I mean, oftentimes we might find these bikes where it's a 5-speed, maybe 6-speed. It's a 7-speed Shimano bike, so you have that. I can't stress enough, when we talk about comfort, as you were just saying, the front suspension and having these fatter tires makes you feel like there's nothing that you cannot ride your bike over.
Right.
I mean, often you think, well, I'm never gonna go off-roading, but then you go on a path and then there's just something in the way and maybe you have to go off the path and then you're going from the sidewalk to the grass, knowing that you've got that confidence. But the nice part about having the 2 different styles is that it's perfect for everybody. You know, I love being able to look at the Paris and just think that looks so classy and clean. It's kind of what you'd expect with a bike.
Yeah.
But talking back to specs, 40 miles to a range with your Max S, 30 miles to the range on your Paris.
Okay.
But you still have top speed of 20 miles per hour on both bikes. The same display on both bikes, so same exact control. Same seat as well on both of them. Obviously, you can tell there's some slight differences when it comes to the form factor of having the basket and not.
Yeah, so the one you're looking at right now, again, just as a reminder, with the basket, that one's called the Paris. You're gonna notice the wheels in diameter are a little bit bigger. They're like 26 inches as opposed to the 20-inch wheels. They're not as fat, what we call these kind of fat tires on the Max S, right? But you're still getting all of the features. Now remember, Max S is the foldable one. This one that you're looking at right here, that one is the foldable one. So bigger, kind of fatter tires. It is foldable. That's the one you're gonna be able to kind of take with you, throw in the SUV, throw in the car. But as far as comfort, front suspension, the lights, the screen, you're getting that on both. I wanna ask you something, because we hear about Class 1, Class 2, Class 3, all of these things. Maybe you can explain to us, because I know there's a lot of people out there and they're picking up the Daymak today as their very first e-bike, and maybe it'd be a good idea to explain to them what is a Class 2?
Yeah, and when you start to shop around, you'll see that obviously there are different classes. You're looking at a Class 2 with both the Paris and your Max S. And as you start to see, Class 1 is the motor kicks in only when you pedal and stops. So it's really only giving you the pedal assist. It doesn't allow you to have that kind of scooter aspect where you have the throttle. Class 2 also has a pedal assist mode up to 20 miles per hour, but you also have it as a purely throttle powered mode. That's what we love about being able to have the best of both worlds. Class 3 is solely a pedal assist, like the Class 1, but assistance continues after you hit 28 miles per hour. To me, 20 miles per hour is plenty.
Oh, yeah.
Having the best of both worlds is you have the pedal assist, you have the throttle as your full power mode, or you then be able to pedal just as a regular bike.
That's right. Remember, you're getting the helmet included. Of course, I always say, make sure you get the helmet. You have to have a helmet before you ride. You're getting it included, but it's not just any helmet. You've got your red light on the back, and it's also a flashing red light when you want it. You have your light in the front. Take a look at this. And I'm gonna turn it around to the back again to show you. See this adjustable dial to make sure it fits you just right. You are getting this included. Now, the Max S, this is the one that is foldable. If you want to take it with you in the RV, in the SUV, in the back of your car, and you want to go explore another area, look how it folds. The handlebars, the middle of the frame folds, all of this folds down, the pedals fold down.
I was just going to say, so even the pedals will fold down, so as you're just trying to save even more space, you know, whether it's in the garage or wherever you decide to store it, knowing that you can fold these pedals down makes a huge, huge difference. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lift this up and show you the other side.
Okay.
This is where we actually can fold it from that center, from the middle here. You pop this open, just like so, and then you just open this up right here, and then you basically, there's like a little spring right here. You lift that up, and then it actually go ahead and spread that so it kind of just swings in. And then you'll notice, you see this little stand right here?
Yeah.
That's so that it actually can sit right there flush on the ground, and then you just continue to hold it, fold it, and then you're good. Just don't hold the throttle when you're doing it.
That's it right there. That's right. That's the Max S. I'm going to remind you, you have 2 options today for this today's special. Both options have all the features that you want. The biggest difference is that the Max S is the one that is foldable, and it's the one you can recognize it by the fat tires, right? Now, the Paris is not foldable, but you get that front basket. It's more, has that kind of, maybe that more traditional look. It's the one you're seeing on your screen right there. Still comes in the orange, the red, the white, and the black on both of those. We want to get right back on these bikes, and we want to show you how easy it is, because I know a lot of you shopping today, you're saying, I've never ridden an e-bike before, and maybe sometimes it makes me a little nervous. How do I start on an e-bike? Well, on this one, I suggest you start by just pedaling, just like a normal bike. You can ride it just like a normal bike. You don't need to use the power at all. You have 7 different speeds. You have Shimano gear shifters, which is top of the line. And then you could use pedal assist. So while you're pedaling, just a little bit of push, right? That battery is going to give you just a little bit of push. And then let's say you went out 20 miles. On your way back, you're a little tired. You don't feel like pedaling anymore. Then you don't need to pedal. You can just use the battery to get you back. It is that easy. Daymak has thought about balance, has thought about comfort, has thought about power, and how you're going to use it. And here at HSN, we give you 1 day here on a today's special to make it affordable for you to get it home to start all of those adventures. And take a look, when you see Justin here riding around, I want you to notice our outdoor space is not that big.
No.
It's a small outdoor space, and Justin is very comfortable at taking these turns, which are pretty tight turns here, and that's because of the features on this bike.
Well, and not having to worry about pedaling, and then that's just kind of shifting my weight as I pedal. And look at how we're dressed. I mean, I do want to point that out. We don't have to have sneakers on.
Right.
You can be riding with a dress and in heels.
Yep.
When I would do this, my girlfriend and I would actually go on tandem, bike rides, because we'd go out for a date, go out to a restaurant that's maybe a couple miles away. And you think, well, 2 miles. You're going to go ride your bike 2 miles to go out to dinner on a date? You're going to get all dressed up, sweat. No, but that's the reality.
Right.
You don't do any of that. You just hop on. You don't sweat. You got the breeze.
Yeah.
You can dress however you want to, and it is completely a casual ride. You can't have a just nice casual ride without having to wear sneakers and shorts and a t-shirt, especially during the summer, to get to a next destination. This makes it casual, and it really makes it convenient.
It does all the hard work for you if that's what you want, right? If you just want the bike to do the work for you. If you just want to have a nice time riding, you can. You can just ride it like a bike. You can just ride around. Or if you don't want to do any of the hard work, if you want the power to take over, let the power take over. Use the throttle. I always say, make sure you're wearing a helmet. The helmet comes included today. Make sure you have light so you can see where you're going and so people can see you. You have a front spotlight. It's a very bright light. You have the reflector on the back. Your helmet has a light on the front, on the back. You have front suspension. If you are out there looking at bikes, looking at e-bikes, front suspension is a huge upgrade that costs a lot more. It's coming included. The big fat tires that make it comfortable. This seat is so comfortable, not only because you have thick padding, but because you have a backrest. If you've ever been on a bike before and you start to feel a little bit like I can't go very far on a bike, this back support is going to help. And it's slightly flexible too, so you can kind of lean back into it as well. It's a step-through frame, so I want to show you that step-through frame. If you've ever been concerned about getting on a bike and having to lift your leg up really high, watch this. I just step through the frame so everybody can get on this bike with ease. Everything is adjustable, so you're gonna find your right height, your right size to fit on this, and you're just gonna start off by pedaling. That's it. And then when you're ready, you're gonna use level 1, a little pedal assist. It's gonna just guide you a little bit, and then maybe 2, 3, 4, once you get comfortable, and you're just gonna go. We only have about 90 seconds remaining right here. I wanna make sure you're picking your color. I wanna make sure you're picking your bike. What you see on your screen is the Paris. That one comes with that front basket. That is 26-inch wheels. That's kind of the diameter. They're thinner wheels, but the Max S is the one that is foldable with the fatter wheels. Doesn't come with a basket, but it's the one that you can fold up and throw in your car. Two great options, Justin, from Daymak today.
Two great options for two different people. Whether it's the Paris is slightly lighter weight, Still same motor. You're gonna have a slightly longer distance with the Max S. The Max S is obviously that rugged look, but that ruggedness actually lends itself to the comfort and casual ride. And as far as casual ride, obviously with the Paris, that just screams being classy, being casual, and you're gonna love having that basket. And you're getting it from a great brand with Daymak.
You are, and all the features that you want. You don't have to go out and try to decide what features am I gonna pay extra for. They're all included right here, but you have to choose your style and you need to choose your color. On a Today Special today, you are getting your new e-bike here. Just make the choice which one and then go out on your adventures. Keep up with anybody, right?
I always say, keep moving. No matter what age, don't stop moving. Do enjoy those adventures. Don't let anything hold you back, especially if it's feeling like you can't ride a bike anymore. Now you can ride a Daymak for sure.
Go out there and have some fun. Justin, thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you to getting your e-bike today.
I will say, my guy loves his. I've got him in Max S for, it was right before the holidays. We use them all the time. We ride like 3 times a week. They're the best. In fact, you're getting the helmet and all the extras. That's a great buy on the e-bikes. Wanted to quickly let you know just some fun that we're having around here to celebrate not only the 4th of July, but there's a lot of big holidays over the course of the year. So this is a fun little read.